2K Sports pregame show.
A very, very, very Merry Christmas from all of us here at 2K Sports. Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Ernie Johnson. Ho, ho, ho. Happy to be with you.
Yes.
Shaka Claus.
Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the New York Knicks in New York. For the Knicks, 6 wins in their last 10 games. They'd like to play even better. Tonight, a chance to add to their win total. Last season, a rough one for the #1 draft pick Ben Simmons. Had his rookie debut delayed due to injury. Now in his 2nd year in the league, what are we going to see from Ben Simmons, Kenny?
Well, obviously his passing and unselfishness is what got him into the league. Now we're going to see if he can be a scorer. But he has a rare kind of thing of size along with initiating an offense, Shaq.
And
not too many guys I've seen like that.
Not only that, the whole team around him gets better because he makes things easier for his teammates. You know why? Played at LSU, baby. Love Shaq University.
Philadelphia could be a team on the
Love
rise.
Shaq University.
Yes.
Okay. Kevin Harlan has the call. We'll see you later.
I changed it.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Welcome to a special presentation of the NBA on Christmas Day here on 2K Sports. We want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Doris Burke. And we've got David Aldridge on the sideline. And it's another road game for the 76ers. They know this is the type of game they need to win if they're going to take the next step, facing a closely ranked team. No clear underdogs based on the tail of the tape.
Yeah, and you know, both sides may downplay it, but these rivalry matchups bring about a level of emotion that you generally don't get.
All right, guys play harder, Greg. They play with a bit more passion. This is what we love to see.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Sixers head coach Brett Brown has gone through the lean years in Philly, but his coaching philosophy stayed constant during that time. He said, who's playing hard? There's a certain type that we're trying to grow in a city like Philadelphia. We've got to find people who can gain respect by competing. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. And Philly loves guys that work hard, a great attitude to build your team around for sure. And the gift that keeps on giving, Doris, the NBA with great games on Christmas Day, Christmas night. Speaking of which, did you get anything under the tree that you really wanted?
I had a couple of extra surprises that really put it over the top for me. Yes,
really?
Kevin, nothing I'm willing to share, however.
Okay, well, I hope you got that 2K18 gift I put under the tree for you.
Well, not only do I get the 2K18 gift, but I get to sit beside you. What's a better gift than that?
We are very thankful indeed. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. And so off the tip, it's New York. A look at the 76ers starting group. Redick and Simmons are the 2 and the 3. Embiid is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Fultz in at the 1. Now here's Porzingis. Here's Hardaway. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Simmons passes to Saric. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Here's Hardaway. Here's Porzingis, and he lays it straight in.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
Now here's Saric. 9 points last game. Here's Fultz. It's deflected. Hardaway kicks to Moutier. Porzingis sets the pick for Moutier. And then jammed down as he goes right over Markelle Fultz.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And that was Under Armour bringing you that replay. Unleash chaos. And what a play it was.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Moutier dishes to Hardaway. Cantor with a screen on Simmons. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Back to Embiid. And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. You know, he came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And there is perhaps no more of a loyal fan base, Doris, in all of sports than the fans of the New York Knicks.
Well, I grew up a New York Knicks fan, and most of us are complete diehards. The city of New York has always been in love with the New York Knickerbockers.
He doesn't get the second one. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Ntilikina. Moutier passes to Cantor. The basket good off the assist from Moutier.
The efficiency of Enes Kanter is impressive. This guy's massive on the blocks and knows how to score.
Fultz kicks to Saric. There's the dish to Simmons. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New York. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
No passion on the defensive end. Didn't look completely engaged. Really need to lock in and be focused on these road games.
Now here's Simmons after the miss from Joel Embiid. Redick for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
You simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Moutier with the basket.
You know, he didn't need the leaner with the defense playing off him, but it was sure in his rhythm.
76ers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Embiid the screen. Fultz dishes to Simmons. The feed to Fultz. He kicks to Embiid. Keeps it alive. Moutier with the rebound. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's Ntilikina. Off target with his 3. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Redick kicks to Saric. Porzingis with the steal. The pass to Moutier. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
And with Moutier, although he is a heavy rotation player, Greg, he is still somewhat of a project long term.
You know, it isn't always easy to be patient with Moutier, but that's what is needed. Slowly improving his efficiency, which is a big issue for him. And you can see the raw potential, but he has a lot of smaller things to clean up.
On the free throw, no good. And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Well, in that individual matchup, the rim is totally unprotected. He's just got too much size on him.
Now, here's Moutier. He's got 6, and then Hardaway with the dunk. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
Here's Moutier. Markelle Fultz making his last shot. Cantor with it. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Here's Porzingis, but they get it back. Cantor's shot is off. The 76ers trail. Kicks it to Saric. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
And that one falls from Saric.
And really few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years. And a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process and had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, just a matter of he needs to be there a split second earlier. Not much room for error when you're setting a screen.
Now here's Simmons. He had 22 points in the win against the Raptors in Toronto. Redick passes to Fultz. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Moutier, no good. And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity. Treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks. And the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. Now, though, I think they found their treasure trove.
New York's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Puts up a 3. They get the rebound. Here's Cantor. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the way up. Cantor's got 6 points. The 76ers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Screen by Saric. Fultz dishes to Redick. In the corner, Simmons with it. Embiid inside. He's covered by Cantor. The shot's good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Ntilikina. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. And the rejection by Embiid. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line, and he'll shoot some free throws. The Knicks have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Something everyone seems to be doing these days, Doris, polishing their jumper, making sure that it becomes, you know, the first thought perhaps as they work on things in the offseason. In your opinion, who in the NBA has the smoothest shooting stroke, the best style?
Well, given that Ray Allen is retired in the last couple of years, he would have been the first guy to come to mind. My
Agreed,
present
yeah.
best shooter and the guy who gets it off the fastest and is the most likely to incinerate a defense in a short period of time. That would be one Mr. Klay Thompson, arguably one of the best two-way players in today's NBA.
Great word, incinerate, because he can be so hot and so dangerous. McConnell from outside off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now here's Burke. He's guarded closely. And Beasley gets it to go on the assist from Enes Kanter.
Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
McConnell kicks to Anderson. Pass to Covington. And stolen by Thomas. He dishes it to Burke. He feeds it to Kanter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Kanter's got 10.
And Kanter is a solid athlete now. This guy, a determined driver who can get to the rim with those long strides.
Covington's shot is off.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Thomas kicks to Kanter. Kanter, and Kanter able to finish. 12 points for him.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
McConnell passes to Anderson. Covington kicks to Anderson. Over to the wing. Bayless from long range, and Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Lee. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Challenging the shot has almost the same effect as blocking it.
No doubt, especially when the shooter knows that a defender is draped all over him. That kind of activity alters shots.
And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they've built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
The Knicks making a switch here. O'Quinn's checked in. The 76ers trail by 10. And here's McConnell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Here's Anderson, and it's blocked. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Johnson the screen. 5 to shoot to end the run.
And the offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind.
Anderson can't get that one to fall. To the middle, Beasley. That one falls coming off Burke's feet.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now here's Bayless. He's guarded by Thomas. Bayless's shot is off.
The D slow to rotate, and he misses out on an easy chance from mid-range.
Burke dishes to Beasley. Shoots over Covington. No good from Beasley. The 76ers trail by 12. Here's Bayless. Another miss by Philadelphia. New York's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And you look at Courtney Lee, a consistent presence at the shooting guard spot. You know, Doris, you know what you're going to get out of him from night to night.
There's real value in understanding you're going to get a tough defender, a guy who can space the floor on the offensive end, and he's not shy about doing the dirty work, Kev. He'll dig in and do the little things that help you win ball games.
Now here's Bayless. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And here's Anderson from the arc. McConnell passes to Covington. Count that one.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
1:03 left in the first quarter. And that one is good by Beasley. Beasley's got 6 points.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
I don't think you can ask for anything more, Greg. What a wonderful job establishing a lead early in this one.
Now here's McConnell. Pass to Bayless. Anderson right side. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless.
Now, Kevin, that's about the length and determination of Justin Anderson. It really makes him a handful to cover in the painted area.
Beasley the screen. Courtney Lee is on the wing. And O'Quinn kicks to Lee. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Well, this guy, Courtney Lee, has worked so hard to become a complete offensive player, that time getting the look inside.
Johnson with a screen on Lee. And here's Covington from the arc. They get it back. Anderson. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Well, second chance points can come from extreme effort on the offensive glass. Case in point there.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Knicks lead by 10. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
You know, and listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
And we're ready to get rolling once again here for our Christmas Day matchup. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And New York looking at who they've got. We've got Lee. Lance Thomas out there with Beasley. Then there's Kyle O'Quinn, and it's Burke in at the point guard position. And that one falls for Burke. We have a number of young teams in the league, Doris, with a lot of talent, but not many wins, still in the process of learning how to win. What can a coach do to keep them confident and inspire them through the tough times, the growing pains?
You know, Kev, I think one thing you always hear coaches talk about is the process, and you can't skip steps. And so I think if you throw yourself into trying to get better every single day, and I would say look no further than Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. who started their careers on an Oklahoma City team that barely broke double-digit wins in the NBA, but both were diligent, both kept to the course, and both continued to work hard. And now you've got two guys who really are MVP-level kind of guys.
And don't you see the stair step, too, for a guy like Kawhi Leonard, who every year picks up something different to do to enhance his overall game?
You know, that's a great point. The Spurs would tell you they built his game brick by brick.
And so it's New York with it after the Sixers pick up 2. No good from Lee.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Stolen by Anderson. Here's the break. Here's McConnell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. McConnell's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Boy, just a step quicker than the defense, really. Catching them off guard and capitalizing well.
Now here's Lee. He's coming off a 10-point game against Detroit. 6 on the shot clock. Beasley sets a screen for Burke. Johnson with the block.
Wow, how about Johnson using his length, an absolute pest on the defensive end.
Took him no time at all on that one. Covington's got 7 points in the game.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
Now here's Burke. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Here's Thomas. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Anderson dishes to Johnson. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Well, he's listed at 6'9", but to me, Amir Johnson plays a lot bigger. You know, he's a good shot blocker, and if you look at the advanced metrics, he's one of the most disruptive forces at the rim in the NBA.
And Amir Johnson able to defend 4s and 5s. Doris, where do you think he's better?
Well, I think the most important thing, Kev, is that you love that versatility. Because he can move his feet on the perimeter and he's a presence at the rim, that's huge value in the NBA today because of the way bigs are now stretching the floor.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Zinkis, he's checked in for Beasley. Hardaway comes in for Thomas. Ntilikina, he's checked in for Lee. And it's Mudiay in for Trey Burke.
You know, that right there is a great example. O'Quinn has got great hands, so he can step out or bang inside with the best of them.
Sharch with the screen for Fultz. Embiid kicks to Sharch. Outside for Simmons. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Oh, no answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact. And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
And that one misses. Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10" or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967.
The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
You know, Kev, you got to love the aggression from the young Porzingis coming off that screen.
Outside, Redick passes it to Simmons. 76ers moving the ball around. And Saric kicks to Simmons. Good. Simmons got 6.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
There's a screen by Cantor. Routier with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. Cantor with a screen on Simmons. The offensive rebound. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Unloads from 13. Embiid, the pass to Saric. Here's Fultz. Offline with his 3. For New York, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Now, Moutier, he has 6. There's a screen by Cantor. Hardaway kicks to Cantor. Lets it go with the 3. Hardaway, no good. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 17-5 run here. Fultz dishes to Saric. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Doris, you went from the basketball court right to the broadcasting booth. Having seen the game now from an analyst perspective, what might you go back and tell Doris, the player?
Yeah, I'd probably tell myself to throw myself completely into the vibe of the team, to never, even if I were struggling as a basketball player, to turn inward. I would always say turn outward to your teammates and invest in what's going on as with the group, and then that seems to make everything fall into place.
And mentally, too, I think you've got to prepare and focus like you would as a player when you are broadcasting.
No question about it.
No good on the free throw. No luck that time either. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense off the bench, a great array of post moves to pick from.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
I'll tell you, Kevin, this is the rare 7-footer who excels at the free throw line. Porzingis is not the guy you want to foul.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And watching Porzingis play, you know, you forget how tall he really is in terms of how he moves. You know, not only how quick he is, but also that skill set. Incredible that a player his size won the skills competition in last year's All-Star festivities.
Now here's Saric. He's got 5.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Yeah, with the score this close, guys, I am shocked at the lack of defensive aggressiveness. That has to be shored up.
Here's Moutier after the Sixers pick up 2. There's a screen by Cantor. And Porzingis, here we go. A second chance effort. A shot off that time. Simmons with the defensive effort. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. The shot by Redick, no good. And that is what fools a lot of NBA fans about Porzingis. Most of the highlights, Greg, you see are his blocks and putback dunks. But if you watch his game, you see that skill level.
It's rare to see a player who's the complete package like Porzingis. I mean, he's fluid. He's got the easy-looking shot. It almost looks like he's a guard shooting the basketball, comfortable creating for himself or playing off others.
Now Simmons after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Redick can't get that one to fall.
Well, Well, I think the defense took that possession off. I'm pretty sure he won't miss next time.
To the paint, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Sharch. Here's Simmons. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
And the wherewithal by Simmons, sensing the hit coming and adjusting his shot accordingly.
Here's Cantor. Good D by Embiid.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Now here is Hardaway. Following the missed shot by Dario Saric. Outside, Porzingis. Outside, Hardaway. Knocks down the 3-ball. Hardaway has got 6.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Screen by Saric. It's Redick on the wing. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Raptors in Toronto. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Over in the quarter, Porzingis. They get it again.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. You almost never get that wide open a look.
Fultz kicks to Embiid. At the elbow with Saric. In the corner, Simmons with it. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Redick. Porzingis with the block.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And stolen by Simmons. Here's Fultz. That's tipped. Here's Ntilikina. Here's Porzingis. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Doris, when you watch Porzingis on the defensive end of the floor, it's just jaw-dropping. The ground he can cover and the way he challenges at the rim can change the way a team chooses to attack him.
I agree, because he provides so much in terms of rim protection and weak side help. It's a huge boost to any defense. This guy can be one of the best shot blockers in the league. Does an incredible job switching with his length and speed.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
Fultz the pass to Embiid. Releases. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. Embiid's got it all tied up now for the 76ers.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
The shot's good from Ntilikina.
And you can see he's been working on that post game. Ntilikina showing some skill set down on that low block, using that length to his advantage.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And rarely do you see a team trade out of the first overall pick, but that's exactly what the Celtics did with Fultz. Sixers jumped on the chance to move up, and Fultz matched exactly what they wanted to add to this team.
And the first one at the line is good. And you know, Greg, for the trade, it wasn't so much a critique of Fultz.
You know, Boston had a playmaker already, and they might not have taken Fultz if they stayed in the #1 spot. And listen, the Sixers were in desperate need of a lead guard, and they got a franchise caliber one in Fultz.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Beasley's checked in for Enes Kanter. Lee comes in for Ntilikina. And it's Burke in for Moutier. Porzingis kicks to Beasley. Hardaway with a wide open look. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hardaway has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, the screen doing its job to perfection. One of the oldest plays in the book and still one of the best.
Feeds to Bayless. Good on the jump shot. New York's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Beasley against Saric. Burke can't get it to go.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg, especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
Buries the long-range jumper. Lee's got 5 points so far.
Well, this is why Courtney Lee is easy to play with, right? He gets his offense within the flow of the system.
Volts kicks to Simmons. Bayless from long range. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 4 assists in the game. Porzingis sets the pick for Burke. Inside. Shoots from 8. Here's Hardaway. Johnson with the block. And they'll keep possession. Here's Bayless. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. That doesn't go either for Hardaway.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
Now here is Hardaway. 9 points in the game so far. Now here's Burke. Beasley the screen, just 5 on the clock. Burke kicks to Porzingis. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. New York ahead, up by 1. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. Enes Kanter had no problems getting going. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, so far, they've taken care of their business here at home. It's something you might expect, but it's not a given. We'll see if they can keep that up in the second half.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, a lot of their points came in transition. They dictated the pace of the game. It was a fast pace. Put the defense back on its heels. I say keep attacking the second half. Do not slow down.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. It's been a clinic so far from Enes Kanter.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change. He's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. So it's Philadelphia now. It's a 1-point game. They get to take on the Blazers of Portland after this one. That puts them squarely in the middle of this 5-game road trip. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Redick and Simmons are the 2 and the 3. Charge is out there with Embiid, and it's Fultz in at the point. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Now here's Moutier. Defense right on him. Here's Embiid. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a look here at the shot chart for Porzingis.
Well, I think a big issue for him right now is his performance from the mid-range. Just nothing seems easy for him at the moment, and it's resulted in a lot of missed opportunities for himself and his team when he's taking that shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
Well, you just look back on the history of the New York Knicks and what rich history and tradition they have as a franchise, the different eras, the different groups they've had, some of the more memorable teams in NBA history.
Good on the second free throw. And thinking back to great players and teams from the Knicks, Doris, you can look at teams in any decade and find memorable players.
Well, listen, if you're talking about the 1970s, it's Willis Reed. You're talking about the 80s and 90s. You're talking about Bernard King, Patrick Ewing, Allen Houston, the great Pat Riley at the helm. And more recently, you're talking about the likes of Carmelo Anthony. The Knicks have had some ballers in their history.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And the first one drops.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
And he makes the first but misses the second. You were talking about the fit for these young Sixers. A bit of a logjam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
Ntilikina can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And there's Redick. That's good on the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists now in this one. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. There's a screen by Cantor. Outside Hardaway. Cantor with a screen on Simmons. Shoots off the screen. New York, no good that time either.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
A step back shot here. No good on that one. Great D that time from Hardaway. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket. And the potential that Ntilikina has is really cause to be exciting. A lengthy point guard who can run the offense well. And if he bulks up, look out for this guy.
And he can't get the first one.
And Frank Ntilikina out of France, played pro ball in Germany, and a lot of fans in the U.S. might not be as familiar with him, but for NBA execs and scouts, that's their job. Ntilikina has a game worthy of their attention.
And the second free throw, good. In a draft stacked with point guards, Ntilikina's court vision, Greg, might be the best of them all.
I mean, he's a true pure point guard. At the same time, a good shooter. The length to defend wings, so that versatility makes him one of the more valuable prospects. Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Moutier passes to Porzingis. Here's Cantor. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Now here's Redick. 8 points for him. Fultz dishes to Simmons. Outside, Redick. Shot clock at 6. That one doesn't drop. Knicks trail by 4. Pass to Ntilikina. Rebound by the 76ers. Charge has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Embiid. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
Now here's Moutier. He's got 6. It's blocked. Now here's Fultz, defended by Moutier. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Hardaway. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging 12 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And those numbers, solid, not spectacular, and sometimes what you see is what you get.
There's no doubt. This is a guy who understands his role, knows he's got to give you quality minutes, and that's what they expect from him.
Embiid with the steal. Here's Saric. It's rebounded by New York. Porzingis has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Baseline jumper. And the rejection by Embiid. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid for the Knicks. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Porzingis. And it's Lance Thomas in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And then for Philadelphia, Robert Covington's checked in for Saric. Justin Anderson comes in for Simmons. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Fultz. Here's Ntilikina. Redick with the rebound.
I'll tell you, I hate to say it, but he's been dragging them down all night. The effort's there, but he continues to be ice cold.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Cantor after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Cantor kicks to Thomas. Cantor sets the pick for Thomas. Goes up off the pick. And then Thomas with the jam.
Wow, surprising everyone, especially the defense. Thomas with a power finish off the dribble drive.
Here's Ntilikina, covered by Redick. Dishes it to Cantor to the left side wing. Down low, Ntilikina, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, I'm impressed with the quickness of Ntilikina. I think that part of his game is underrated. He just has that quiet confidence about his abilities, and he has shown a little bit of explosiveness at getting to the rim.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. And the Eastern Conference has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the midseason surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at New York, they're 8th in the conference and really looking to improve on the back end of the season. And of course, the 76ers, 2 games back.
Well, I think for New York, they've never been able to take that next step this season and really break away from the pack.
Yeah, I think if that next step was coming, it would have happened by now. They can't be worried about could-haves and should-haves. They need to be focused 100% on the push for the playoffs.
Now, here's Moutier after Enes Kanter's miss. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 11th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play, really helping his team compete for wins. Now, here's McConnell. He has 6. Embiid, the pass to Anderson, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 16th rebound on the night. 13 feet away. Offensive rebound. Basket counts. Thomas got 4 points this quarter.
Nothing better than reliability for a coach, right? And Thomas with the nifty move in the painted area.
McConnell with it. Anderson the screen. Here's Embiid. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Moutier dishes to Cantor. Here's Ntilikina, covered by Redick. The shot's good. Ntilikina's got 7 points.
Well, you can tell Cantor uses his size to survey the floor, and he's really good at finding the holes in the defense with his passing.
Now, here's McConnell. Now the dish to Redick. From past the arc, drills the three-pointer. He's got 11.
You know, since halftime, he's finally started to shoot with confidence.
New York calls timeout.
You know, it seems a little to me like the mystique of this building that the Knicks call home can be overwhelming at times, right? So many great games played here, perhaps the most iconic floor in all the NBA.
And with this mecca of basketball, there certainly have been more than a few incredible moments that played out in front of these fans. Doris, growing up a Knicks fan as you have, what great moments stick out to you most in this terrific building?
Well, there's so many to choose from, whether it was Allen Houston's floater in the lane, Willis Reed coming out of the tunnel to play in Game 7, or, of course, Patrick Ewing leading the Knicks to the NBA Finals in 1994.
Here's Covington after New York gets the 3, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. This is his first free throw of the game.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Covington.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Lee kicks to Beasley. Lets a floater go. No good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And 2 teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Now here's Burke. He has 7. And Thomas has it in the corner. Beasley kicks to Burke. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Anderson. Now the feed to Covington. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Beasley. Lee outside. Shoots over Bayless. Misses off the left iron. The 76ers leading by 4. He kicks to Anderson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That one is on Beasley.
And Justin Anderson proving to be a tough cover. He's explosive, he's aggressive, and he does a terrific job drawing contact.
The 76ers have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw good from Anderson.
And coming out of the offseason where the Knicks had a really long to-do list, you knew they were going to shake things up and made some moves in free agency and realized they needed to build around Porzingis going forward.
Both shots good from the stripe. And change was needed badly for the Knicks, and they did that starting with the front office.
Yeah, Knicks fans can have a dire outlook at times, but the team still has a solid foundation. It will take some time for the team to become a true contender again, but having players not be at odds with the front office, definitely a good start.
A shot by McConnell, no good.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Johnson, the pass to Covington. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got his 5th rebound in this one. Kick by O'Quinn. Burke kicks to Thomas. And then Thomas with the dunk.
Well, he's never been the most explosive athlete in the NBA, but Thomas can still get up and let you have it.
And Lance Thomas, a bit of a tweener forward. He can fill in at either spot and eat minutes for a team while Doris still giving you solid production at both ends of the floor.
Right. What Lance brings is a guy who can play with his back to the basket or facing up. Decisive with his movements when he has the ball. Consistency, I'd say, is the only issue for him at times.
The 76ers leading. Here's McConnell. He has 6. And it's Bayless in the corner. Here's Johnson, the reverse. A beautiful reverse layup. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Well, good thing he hit the weight room, because Amir Johnson exerting his strength to come up with these second chance opportunities.
Picked by O'Quinn. And the pass to Burke. Beasley the screen. Shot off the screen. Will not go. This is off the front eye.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Johnson gets the bucket. And now a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Beasley. They get it again. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
Boy, you got to give it to the big fella from Norfolk State. O'Quinn making his presence felt on the second chance opportunities.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, I like to see them mix it up a little bit. You've got to keep the opposition off balance.
Porzingis, he's checked in for the Knicks. And then for Philadelphia, Sharch is checked in for Robert Covington. Simmons comes in for Anderson. And it's Fulton for T.J. McConnell. Kicks it to Bayless. Simmons on the wing. Covered by Beasley. Here's Fultz. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
And Fultz is terrific at drawing contact, especially when he's going up to shoot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And the one thing that you gotta love about Markelle Fultz is his versatility. I mean, he's got the size, the passing and scoring ability to succeed at either guard position. He's almost Westbrookish.
The Knicks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And you ask the scouts about Fultz. He has the complete game.
You know, Kevin, he checks all the boxes. Athleticism, the size to play above the rim. And above all, I think the feel for the game is quite apparent when you watch him play.
Now here's Fultz following the miss by Porzingis. Now here's Bayless, covered by Lee. Bayless dishes to Sharch. Back to Bayless, jacks up a 3. The Knicks pull it in. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Burke can't get it to go. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. And it's Sharch. That time on the assist from Fultz. Sharch has got 9.
Yeah, getting theirs before the deep.
Oh, he hits it. Oh, how about that shot?
Tough shot.
Incredible.
Free points at the buzzer.
An absolute miracle that one went in. A circus shot to end the quarter.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. 76ers lead by 3. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And we're set to start the action up here in the 4th quarter, and if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Knicks trail by 3. Burke is out there with Lee. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Beasley. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Screen by Porzingis. Shot off the pick. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Johnson the screen. Here's Bayless. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Bayless. Both free throws good from Bayless.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
No good from Beasley. Philadelphia leading by 3. Volts kicks to Saric. Yes, it is. Scored that as a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
Fultz really sees the floor well, and an efficient guard who shares the ball.
Back to Burke. Porzingis sets the pick for Lee. Beasley with the screen on Simmons. Burke kicks to Porzingis. Shot clock at 5. Beasley can't get that one to fall. The 76ers shooting well. They're at 45%. Out to Saric. For 3. The Knicks pull it in. Porzingis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. There's the triple, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. 14 points for Porzingis.
Well, this is a clear case in point of where the comparison to Dirk Nowitzki is so apropos. Not many 7-footers with that kind of range, Kev.
Now here's Fultz, and sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
So for the Knicks, Cantor checked in for Beasley. Ntilikina comes in for Lee. And it's Moutier in for Trey Burke. And then for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Johnson. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jared Bayless.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. He's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Pass to Simmons. They set the pick. Here's Embiid, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
I'll tell you, he's relentless right now. He's going straight at the defense and knocking down a lot of shots in this quarter.
Now here's Moutier. It's deflected.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
Philadelphia leading by 6. Left side, Redick lets it fly. Here's Saric. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Saric has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson lesson the hard way in that instance.
Now here's Cantor. It's stolen by Moutier, and again it's the Knicks missing. Right side Redick, down low, Embiid. To the wing on the left. Here's Fultz. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. And now it's an 11-point Philadelphia lead. New York's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. New York calls timeout. You think back to how Jeff Hornacek was as a player. Doris, you see that same demeanor on the sidelines.
Well, what you're talking about there, Kev, is sort of that gritty, no-nonsense, tough-minded approach. What Jeff Hornacek was as a player, he certainly displays similar attributes as a coach.
Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
Boy, he's been relentless, and to this point, they haven't had an answer for him on the inside. Let's see if they make some adjustments coming out of the timeout.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek said to his team. He was not happy with their shot selection, and he let them know about it. He said, we're taking low percentage shots, guys. Space the floor, make the extra pass, and work for those shots in the flow of the offense. Stay with the plan. We'll see if they can get it going.
Here's Ntilikina. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, even though that's a nice wide open look, it's not a good decision. He would have been better off passing that thing.
And Embiid gets it to go.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
You can tell they've got their foot on the gas pedal right now. No slowing down. The defense starting to look helpless.
Now here is Hardaway. He dishes it to Cantor. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. 16 points for Enes Kanter.
Enes Kanter is a natural-born scorer. Either back to the basket with the jumper or the post move. He's got it all.
Fultz with the ball. Defended by Moutier. Porzingis with the block. And here's Moutier. Hardaway kicks to Moutier. Simmons against Hardaway. Here's Cantor. 6 to shoot. That one's rebounded by Embiid. The 76ers leading by 11. Here's Simmons. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And the athleticism that Simmons has is downright unreal. Just a remarkable talent who has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Two shots.
That one is off. And he's good on the second. Knicks trail by 12. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out to Porzingis. Here's Moutier. Up again. And Kanter able to finish.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Now here's Šarić. They set the pick. Fultz kicks to Simmons. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one falls from Šarić. Here's Mudiay. They're looking now at a sizable deficit.
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to really rush the game. And they need to avoid that.
Now here's Hardaway. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Doris, we've seen a number of aging players really change their bodies through better nutrition and improved fitness conditioning. Do you think we'll see more guys even extending it further, playing into their 40s in the NBA?
Well, how great would it be to see LeBron James play into his 40s? You look at a guy in the NFL, a much more physically demanding game in terms just of the hitting that's done in the game. Tom Brady approaching his 40th year, incredible. And LeBron James would be the player I point to. There's a guy 6'8", 200 and whatever he is, probably 65 pounds, who every single day puts time into the process of keeping his body healthy. It's great. His greatness has been sustained, but he pays a price to get there, Kevin.
And Doris, you can change your body and you can change your game too as you grow old.
That's a great point. Think about how much of a low post scorer Kobe Bryant became later on in his career because the elevation,
great example.
His ability to elevate so different.
Great example. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Philadelphia leading by 11. Screen by Šarić. Porzingis with the block. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Simmons. Hardaway kicks to Mudiay. Out to the right wing. There's a screen by Kanter. Here's Ntilikina. And the rejection by Embiid. Fast break, Philadelphia. And Simmons kicks to Fultz. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Kanter. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Kanter's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, Kanter, if he's that deep, the defense has no chance. Excellent at getting his shot up there.
And Redick kicks to Fultz. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Fultz has got 11 points here in just the second half.
What a turnaround in the second half. So much more accurate overall.
Mudiay passes to Porzingis. Hardaway against Simmons. There's a screen by Kanter. He used that pick to perfection. And that's now 17 points for Porzingis.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Fultz kicks to Embiid. Outside, Redick. Redick can't get that one to fall.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Passes it to Kanter. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Kanter's got 22 points.
What a huge boost he's giving them here. 4 or 5 in this fourth quarter has come up big.
Embiid the screen. Redick dishes to Šarić. The shot will not fall. Excellent D from Kanter. Mudiay passes to Porzingis. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Fultz. Embiid the screen. McConnell kicks to Embiid. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. 22 points for him.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And the rejection by Embiid. They retain possession.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, his production has been unbelievable. Really a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
I love the tenacity right now. Definitely on the prowl, looking for every opportunity to make a steal. The other team has got to be sharp.
Redick with the 3, buries it from 3-point range. And now a 9-point 76ers lead. Mudiay passes to Porzingis, and the basket is good. Porzingis has got 21 in the game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now McConnell. Knocked away. It's stolen by Moutier. Now here's Hardaway. Pass to Ntilikina. Shoots over Redick. Ntilikina can't hit.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
McConnell with it. Embiid the screen. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And that's a tough one, but on those illegal screen calls, the defender's never going to get the benefit of the doubt.
And that's true. The officials used to be pretty lenient on those, but not anymore.
There's a screen by Cantor. Moutier kicks to Porzingis. Here's Cantor. And the layup's good off the glass.
Wow, the maturation of Enes Kanter, so fun to watch. The comfortability in a big-time moment, love it.
Now, here's McConnell. Embiid the screen. McConnell passes to Simmons. Screen by Saric, and Simmons kicks to McConnell. No good on the three. Knicks trail by 5. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And there's a minute 45 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Moutier. Pass to Ntilikina. Fires from the wing. Here's Cantor. The shot, no good. Good D by Embiid. And here's McConnell. To the middle. And Saric kicks to Embiid. Right at the free throw line. They grab their own miss. Outside for Redick. Cans it from downtown. Redick's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for Philadelphia.
Another one. Man, he's just gotten into a great rhythm out there.
You're just assuming at this point every shot he takes, it's going to go in. What a shooting performance.
Now here's Porzingis. Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, one thing we know, Porzingis is fearless. He had no hesitation on what was a huge basket for them.
McConnell passes to Simmons. Embiid dishes to Simmons. He feeds it to Saric. Lock at 6. Outside for Redick. That's tipped, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. New York calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 34 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
.34 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
And he's clearly been the best rebounder on the floor today.
Well, he just works so diligently inside, and the numbers back that up.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And this is not a time to be patient with the basketball.
No, you've got to act quickly here. I mean, look for the quick score and either a fast foul or a steal. No options.
And they go to the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. New York calls timeout. They trail by 8. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Burke. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball. There's 14 seconds left in the game. Now McConnell. So Philadelphia wins it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.